Hi everyone and welcome to Desimartini. Today we have with us Jimmy Sheirgill, who's all set to play a cop in the upcoming movie Collar Bomb, which is releasing today. By the time I think the interview would go, this has already released and all of you would have seen it. But Jimmy Sheirgill, welcome to Desimartini.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So you are on OTT, and that's like you are now another generation, another level of, another vista altogether has opened up. And tell me, why did you sign this project? What did you find so special about it that you said yes to it?
I think it was an interesting concept. I think it's a thriller. It's a race against time, and it's true to its genre. It's going with the flow, and it has a surprise angle to it. Which, when you think of a thriller and you think of a hostage situation or a terrorist taking all these hostages and whatever, you feel that, I've kind of seen it. But the story going on parallelly while all this is happening is what is going to be surprising for everybody, because that is what is going to really, I feel, is going to be the USP of the film, and at the same time, it's going to keep you glued to your seats. It is less than 100 minutes in duration, so I think that's a nice length for a thriller. And then at the same time, the young team that was there, whether it's the producers, whether it's the director, the DOP, everybody, and they had done so much of hard work on the subject, and they had worked on such details as far as the characters were concerned and everything. So I saw no reason why to not do it.
Let it pass by. Yes.
Yeah.
But also, did the fact that thrillers have been doing especially well on OTT some way motivate you to sign this film again?
Well, are they? I don't know. I don't think about such things, because for me, I don't think there is a way of saying what is doing well, what is not doing well. It's never happened with me in films. I don't let it happen to myself in OTT also. So I think for me, the most important thing is that I'm an actor. I think I've got a good script. It's a nice thing. It's a nice team. It's uh, got good people. There are good platforms involved, and I think it'll be fun shooting this. And that's how I go ahead and do a film or a series or whatever. So that's how I've done theatrical films, and that is how I do stuff over here.
Right. And you're playing a cop in this film who has to, go through his past and relive kind of his past to make amends in the present, right? That's what I gathered from the trailer.
I mean, yeah, that is what's going on in your mind right now after watching the trailer. But that doesn't mean that that's going to be the story of the film. I think the story is pretty much like this, which is there in the trailer, that there is a situation like this and there is a past and all that, whatever. But what past we're talking about, that for that you'll have to watch the film.
Yeah. I think that's where the thrill of the series would lie. कि पलट जाएगा जो भी हम सोच रहे हैं वो होगा तो नहीं.
Let's hope so.
Also, Jimmy, you have played cop before this, and I would really like to ask you this. Do you ever fear getting stereotyped? Because you have been stereotyped as the boy who doesn't get the girl on screen for a really long time. So playing cop, though with gaps, matlab, with different kinds of films in between, do you fear getting stereotyped?
It's fine. Let them stereotype me. It's okay. It's a big deal. So
Okay.
तो अपनी तरफ
Right.
से अलग अलग रोल्स करते रहेंगे. बाकी लोगों को करना है स्टीरियोटाइप तो करने दो. As long as they are enjoying that stereotypical role, let them enjoy it. And it's not that I'm doing it every day. It's every one-off situation where they see me not getting a girl, they come up with the fact that he never gets a girl, or maybe one-off film that I play a cop or anybody from the armed forces or something, they might this thing. But when you hung around for almost 30 years, you're bound to either play a cop or a lover or a jilted lover or something. There, your repetition in the characters is bound to happen. So it's okay.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are certain kinds of roles only that would be available, and obviously, if somebody has a career span as long as yours, roles would be repeated. I really like how chill you are about it. अगर लोगों को enjoy करना है तो best है. Also, talking about OTT, I am sure that as an actor, like how you act or how you perform or how much emotion you invest to a film doesn't change because of the medium. But there are other factors also that come to play when there is a change in the medium. Do you think that in OTT, there's, as an actor, you get more scope, more opportunity, or that there's less competition? ऐसा कुछ होता है?
ऐसा मैं ये समझता हूँ कि आई थिंक यू हैव another option as an actor. So अगर आपको जैसा आपने कहा कि stereotypical roles जो हैं आपको ऑफर हो रहे हैं in terms of theatrical films, and suddenly from on the OTT you're getting some really amazing characters in some amazing stories, and so obviously somebody like me would go and choose that story on OTT than go and do the stereotypical role in a theatrical film. Or maybe I'll do both, depending on how much time I have. But the OTT is giving me something new. It's giving me something different. And so I have no qualms in doing something on the OTT. Otherwise, I would not have done a collar bomb. And in fact, this is my first film that is releasing on the OTT. So even my level of excitement or nervousness is the same as anybody else's, because मेरी तो पहली film है जो OTT पे आ रही है. इससे पहले मैंने web series की हैं, but they were series, so they could not release in the theaters.
Right. Right. Also, the fact, जैसे आपने बोला कि nervousness and excitement is the same. But when a film releases in theaters, box office plays a huge role. Film की success या its failure, it's measured with its box office collection, which is sometimes not the right thing to do because they turn out to be classics. Many, flops, so-called flops, turn out to be classics later. So how do you measure the success when a film releases on OTT? What, according to you, would be the measure of success?
I think it's pretty early for me to say all that, because I think ये पहली film है. अब ये release हो, इसका response कैसा आता है, वो I think internally I'm sure that Disney Hotstar would inform the producers, and the producers would inform me as to what has been the kind of a rating that the film has got in terms of the reviews, and at the same time in terms of the viewers and everything. So that, like I said, that's something which is very new for me also. So I'm also waiting for it to release and then get to know how it's this thing, just for my knowledge, not that it's going to bother me in any way.
Also, I would really like to know because as I started off, like I'm jittery because I was really small when I had watched Mohabbatein, and now getting to talk to you, it's like a big deal. But for so long, you have managed to stay relevant. You have managed to be there in an industry that's extremely competitive. So for 30 years, in your career of 30 years, how have you managed to stay relevant? How have you, I mean, acting के लिए passion तो होना ही चाहिए, but what else do you need to be here for almost 3 decades?
नहीं, अभी 30 तो नहीं हुए हैं, तो 25 के आसपास ही हुए हैं. और
25, हाँ. Maachis, I think, released in 96.
96. So even if I take 95 as the time that I got into the industry when I started shooting for a film, still it's about 25, 26 years. But मेरे हिसाब से, I don't know, I've never followed any mantra or anything. I just kept adapting to situations and formats and everything, and just went with the flow. I think I'm just somebody who's just probably gone with the flow, and that's the way it's been. I've never really, I don't really think that there is any mantra to be over here. I think it's your goodwill is probably the only thing that comes to my mind, that in the long run, there will always be a goodwill, that people might think that, you're not such a big name for them or whatever, but then maybe 10 years later, they think, yeah, jo bhi hai, he's still around and he's a nice guy. It was great fun working with him. So yeah, let's kind of work with him. So that's a kind of a goodwill that you this thing. And if somebody might be, if you might be really talented and everything, but in a situation like I am in, and you had no goodwill, then obviously that is something that would not work for you. It would probably work against you in any industry, not only in ours. It would be more like, that guy, it was a bad experience working with him, and, so let's avoid working with him. So that would happen in any industry. So I think the goodwill is the only thing that I feel. It just kind of spreads around really fast. Oh, nice guy. Oh, good fun working with him, like that, all that, whatever. Fun guy, whatever. So those kind of things, I think that otherwise I've always just tried to adapt to every kind of format and just go with the flow.
Yes. And your filmography is a proof of how much you have adapted, because there is you have experimented with everything, and you have been successful as well. So with that, I would like to wrap up the interview, but one last question. After Collar Bomb, what is coming next? What's your upcoming project?
Well, right now it's Collar Bomb. Collar Bomb is also my first film on the OTT, like I said. There have been series and all, whatever. So even I'm wanting to know what happens, and how is the response going to be. So right now the excitement is for that. And it's releasing today on Disney Plus Hotstar VIP, and the response to the trailer has been really nice. And there is a lot of stuff which we are working on right now, or which is ready for release. And as and when we talk next, we'll keep informing you about everything. And that's it till then. Please do watch Collar Bomb.
Right. Also, good luck for Collar Bomb. It's on our watch list for sure now, and we are waiting for it to hit Disney Plus Hotstar really quick so we can watch it. But good luck and congratulations on your first OTT film release, because web series to already release ho chuki hai. And thank you so much for joining us on Desimartini.
Thank you. Pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much. God bless. Stay safe. Bye. Bye.